Good evening, sir. This is Mansi from Army Public School, Nehru Road, Lucknow. My question to you is that it is seen in most of the public places like railway coaches, restaurants, that the room temperature maintained by the air conditioning systems is around 18 to 20 degrees centigrade, whereas the ideal temperature for human body is around 25 to 28 degrees centigrade. It not only poses an adverse impact on the human health but also consumes more energy. And similar is the case with chilled water system. You'll never find purified water at normal temperature. So, is it possible to have regulations to address these problems for good health and in the interest of the nation? Thank you.
That's truly a very good question. In fact, if I may share with you, about 4 years or 5 years ago, just after the accident, the nuclear accident in Japan, they had a shortage of power in the whole country, and instead of having power outages or shortages, the entire country, through self-regulation, everybody in the country self-regulated the temperature and kept it at 25 or 26 degrees centigrade in every hotel, restaurant. So much so that while I was traveling in a car where only the driver and I, and the driver was a friend of mine, a friend in Tokyo, was driving the car and I was sitting, and it was feeling a little warm, so I said, can you at least now turn on the air conditioner to make it a little cooler? But he said no. The national regulation is 25 or 26, whatever it was, degrees centigrade. And despite the fact that nobody would have ever known, we were just two of us in the car, but he refused to change the temperature from the national specified. That is the spirit of nationalism, that is the spirit of care and concern that each citizen had. And because of the collective effort of all the citizens of Japan, they were able to tide over the problems after the nuclear accident. Now, such a thing is not done by law. It cannot be done by regulation. It has to come from within. And I would appeal to all of you children from all across the country, you all start this movement. And we will pitch in, we will support you, we will do whatever it takes to help popularize this movement. That we move out of 18, 20 degrees on our air conditioners and convince our parents, our teachers, our people whom we know, neighbors, everybody to start keeping the temperature in the air conditioners at 24, 25 degrees centigrade. And if we use 4-star or 5-star labeled air conditioners, which will switch off as the temperature reaches that level, your electricity bills will also fall drastically. And the only person complaining will be probably Mr. Pujari, Secretary Energy, because all his PSUs will see a fall in demand of power. But I think that will be good for the country. All consumers will save electricity, save money in their bills, and it will be in national interest. So lovely suggestion. I endorse it fully, and I hope all of us can take this message from here today, from these young children from the Army Public School.